Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to the Surrey Watch Guy. I'm Dan and today I'll be taking you through my favourite watch releases of 2020, so sit back and enjoy. As we reach December, 2020 has no doubt been a tough year for everybody. Thankfully the watch world has been a welcome distraction. They've kept on churning out some really great watches, even if it wasn't in the usual way, with Bathyscaphe being cancelled, etc. The company's really embraced the social media platforms for their new watch releases this year, and I think it's been really good. It feels very personal and like it's just for your eyes only when these new releases appear on your phone. Omega were first out of the traps in January with the release of the Omega Speedmaster 321 Ed White in stainless steel. Speedmaster fans had been working themselves into a lather since Omega announced the reintroduction of the 321 caliber. It was first housed in a platinum case, beautiful watch but out of the reach of the masses, so everyone was hankering for the stainless steel alternative. Thankfully, Omega delivered. Housed in a beautiful straight lug 39.7mm case with a ceramic bezel, it has the dot over 90 on the tachometer, a vintage applied Omega logo and a 1039 style bracelet with beautifully made modern finishing. Here we had the modern Ed White. This wasn't a limited edition, but Omega have made it a limited production with a single watchmaker tasked with the assembly and regulation of the movement. Whilst I'm not a fan of chronograph watches, I truly appreciate a brand that listens and delivers on the wishes of its customers and watch fans. Bravo Omega. In mid-April, Breitling announced a small collection of 4 watches based on their 1950s Superocean. 3 of the models were modern interpretations of the original, but the one that really struck me was the Super Heritage 57 limited edition of 250 pieces. It's an absolutely bonkers rainbow coloured piece, and sitting here looking back at our 2020, Breitling were clearly ahead of the curve with the use of such bright colours. Housed in a 42mm case with straight lugs and that unique dial with hour markers in lots of colours, it's like a beautiful plant on the wrist. The unique concave bezel and domed sapphire, it brought a huge smile to my face. A real love it or hate it watch, but one I really thought was wonderful. May and June passed by very fast, and then Blancpain, literally out of nowhere, announced a Bathyscaphe Mocharan limited edition. This was only 50 pieces in total, which is a proper limited edition. When a watch is sold by Blancpain, they donated $1,000 to the Mocharan Protection Society that conducts research into the protection of hammerhead sharks. I'm a huge fan of sharks and marine conservation as a whole, so this resonates loudly with me. The green dial and bezel, coupled with a brushed 43.6mm case in matte black ceramic, makes it really stand out from the boring black and white dive watches which seem to dominate the category. Lastly, it doesn't have that awful date window that Blancpain insists on putting on their watches at 4 o'clock. Blancpain, listen, you don't need to do an LE to make it a no date. Beautiful watch, guys. Then, in mid-August, Panerai announced this beauty, the Submersible Azuro 42mm, another limited edition, this time in 500 pieces. This watch literally screams tool watch. 42mm case, which is pretty conservative for Panerai, satin finish throughout in stainless steel, with a beautiful matte black dial which almost has a sandpaper like shark texture to it, with a blue bezel which just literally a perfect shade of blue like the deep ocean. It has this gorgeous rubber strap and it looks the absolute business and would make the perfect holiday watch if you were on the beach, diving, swimming, etc. Just a small matter of having a large wrist for me to pull it off, but hey ho, I love it regardless. It's got a date window at 3 and a small seconds at 9. Large sword hands, amazing amount of lume, 72-hour power reserve. Bloody lovely watch. Still in August, another dive watch, another watch by Omega. I picked up the Seamaster Diver 007 edition, and then Omega announced the Omega Seamaster Diver 300M Nekton edition. Omega are pretty well known for projects and partnerships that help preserve the planet and the oceans. They've now teamed up with Nekton, who are Ocean Research Foundation. The watch is the usual 42mm in stainless steel, but this one, like the No Time to Die 007 edition, is also no date. Cue perfect dial symmetry. The dial still has the waves, but in positive relief as opposed to being laser etched, which I really like, and the rest of the dial is matte. Now the bezel, unlike the others which are all ceramic, this one is actually grade 5 titanium. The numerals, they're positive relief also, and they've been polished to a high shine. However, the background of the titanium bezel is a beautiful sandblasted finish. The numerals literally pop. Talking of pop, on a rubber strap, the bezel just looks incredible. I love this watch, and if I didn't have my Bond watch, I would certainly be picking up one of these beauties. Then, in September, finally, new watches were announced by the Crown. Now you probably think I'm going to hark on about the new 41mm Submariner with its slimmer lugs and different coloured bezels, etc. But sadly you're mistaken. For me, it was all about the Oyster Perpetual updates. I love them. Bright, crazy dials, really different from what Rolex have been about for the last 10-20 years. And just, yeah, I really like them. I'm currently torn between the turquoise and the yellow. They're both absolutely stunning. Time will tell which wins, but I will pick one up. The 36mm case is a truly classic size. It's got that perfect Oyster bracelet, which to me is the best in the business, and now has the advantage of the EasyLink extension system. Throw in the updated anti-magnetic movement with 70-hour power reserve. It's a winner. I cannot wait to get one. So there you have it, my favourite watches of 2020. What would have made your list? Let me know in the comments section below. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Maybe even subscribe if you'd like to see future videos. I'm also on Instagram, so give me a follow, drop me a message, say hi. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you next time. Bye.